Tawazani, Emakosini Tamako, thank you for joining me for another video. Yes, the last video I said I would be talking on spirits of darkness, but then I need to hurry up my lessons, but I can always come back to that one once I'm done with the spirits. Um, the reason why I'm trying to hurry up is actually I'm hoping ukuthi umkhulu Mbazo will be able to grace us with his presence and teach us a few things as well. So with that being said, let us continue. Today I'm talking about two things. I'm talking about Intwaso, the initiation process, and I'm talking about Ipehlo. Makhosi. Okay. Intwaso. So ukuthwasa is to learn or unravel something that is hidden. Okay. So therefore throughout our lives we all go through various twasering stages or life lessons that are supposed to help us elevate us or bring light out. Okay, as the saying goes, one never stops learning. No? We learn until we go into our graves. So it is with prophets, hence one of the signs you will have when you are being called, when it's time for you to take up your calling, is dreaming of schools. Okay. Whether it's primary, whether it's tertiary, whether it's secondary, it's simply a sign that you are spiritually unaligned with your true calling, and you require training also with respect to that. Makosa makul. Okay, so I want to read from Proverbs chapter 25, from verse 2 to 5. It is the glory of God to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out the matter. For heaven, the heaven for height, and earth for depth, and the heart of kings is unsearchable. Take away the dross from the silver, and there shall come forth a vessel for the finer. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. Makosi, this is your initiation and this is the awakening. So it says, it is the glory of God to conceal a thing and the honor of kings to search it out. In that time when you're awakening, it is the time of searching. Okay, so you're awakening to your true self, your who you really are. You understand, and the eternity that is hidden within you. It's awakening to the power within and discovery, a process of refining and purging. Okay, it says, take away the dross from the silver, and there shall come forth a vessel fit for the finer. Okay, so take away the dirt in the silver. This is the process where you are refined. Your ancestors get to refine you to make you a better person. There are some things that you would have to stop, okay, so that you are a vessel fit for the finer, the potter. Yes. So, and then it goes on to say, take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne will be established in righteousness. Okay, so that would also speak to, the things that within your kingdom, whether it's in your family, whether it's in the relationships that you have, even with respect to your bloodline, especially, You understand? There is a process of separating. You understand? That's why we must also go for Ugufemba, and why Femba is important, so that your kingdom is established in righteousness. Yeah. All right. So, um, 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. 1 Corinthians. Chapter 2, verse 11. All right. So, it's your ancestors that during your awakening and your process of discovery, and technically that's discovery, you twasa until you die, but it is your ancestors that are the ones who are going to reveal, you know, your purpose, why God called you. And so this is the first stages, you understand. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so, the things of God knoweth no man but the Spirit of God. You understand? So the first part, it says, for what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man that is within him? So we know our ancestors are with us, in us, you understand? And they are the ones to reveal what is going on with you, because nobody knows you better than the ancestors that you walk with. You understand? Even so, when you go and see a prophet, or you go to see a sangoma, it is your ancestors that are going to reveal to them what is in you, what they have to say about you. Yo, Makos. All right. Let's go to Ipehlo. Ipehlo is a training school where a trainee sangoma is initiated. Okay. A gobela is an established sangoma called to facilitate the training process. Called to facilitate one's training process. Okay. So Prophet Elisha was a gobela. Okay. We'll take a look at 2 Kings chapter 4. Chapter 4, 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 1. Now there cried a certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets, right? The sons of the prophets, unto Elisha, saying, Thy servant, my husband, is dead, and thou knowest that thy servant did fear the Lord, and the creditor is come to take unto him my sons to be bondmen. Okay, so she was owing. Okay, and so she had approached Elijah. But she says it's one of the sons of the prophets, meaning it's one of the trainees that were taught by Elisha. Okay? Makosi. Because she says, thy servant. Okay, so this is not a biological thing. It's not the son as in a biological thing. It's spiritual, like when you have gay now spiritual children. You understand? So sons is equivalent to servant. All right. Matthew chapter 20. Look, I'm just speaking with regards to this video. I'm just speaking with regards to the relationship. course between itwasa and gobela. Okay, so let's go to Matthew chapter 20. Okay, Matthew chapter 20 from 25 to 28. But Msindisi called them unto him and said, You know that the princes of the Gentiles exercise dominion over them, and they that are great exercise authority upon them. But it shall not be so among you. But whosoever will be great among you, let him be your servant. And whosoever will be chief among you, let him be your servant. All right. So that is the relationship. You understand? We serve in order to, it's our way, firstly. Okay. Msinisi is saying one thing. The way in order to be great is to serve one another. So you learn to serve your gobela. You understand? And then you also serve you learn to serve your ancestors as a child, to be obedient as a child. They say, how can you be obedient to your ancestors if you can't be obedient to your living ancestors, which would be your parents and the people that God stations above you? Makosi. You see? So it is that way for us to serve. The one that wants to be great must serve, minister. Okay. So you also go there to learn the ways zikaNkulunkulu. Jasher chapter 9 verse 5. And when Abram came out from the cave, he went to Noah and his son Shem, and he remained with them to learn the instruction of the Lord and his ways. And no man knew where Abram was. And Abram served Noah and Shem his son a long time. Yeah, so that's why I say like, you understand, this is what is going on, this is what we do. You learn. We ought to learn, you understand? So ask as much questions as you can, I hear they say. So this is what we do, or this is what happens. Masio Twasa. This is how I'm taught. Okay, so please also be open-minded and research. I think this is also just to start the thinking process. But anyway, thank you again for taking the time to view this video. Emakosini. Tolozani.